Hello Payday 2 community, the fool on the hill here. Today I'm going to talk about armor. Armor could be one of the most important things in a heist. It could very well control whether or not you can stealth a heist, whether you can survive in a gunfight, or whether you can do both. So this is all the armor in the game. I currently have the improved combined tactical vest locked for me because I do not have the skill. I'll show you that later. But you have the 6 armors available to you. They unlock as you level up. I believe Ballistic vest unlocks at level 1. The combined tactical vest unlocks level 35. So I believe it's like 1, 7, 11, 25, 35, roughly about that. It'll show when you look at it. As for stats, armor value is how much damage you can take before you lose your armor. Once you lose your armor, you'll start taking damage to your health. All you have to do is take cover and not get shot for a couple of seconds for your armor to come back at full strength. You have your concealment stat, which affects how visible you are in your armor. This is important for stealth. As you can see, as you go up the tiers of armor, you will have less and less concealment, so you go from 30 to 23. Up to 26, but this is because this armor is less visible. It's a lightweight vest. Go to 21 concealment, 18, 12, and then 1. If you are trying to stealth, it's recommended to wear the suit to get your detection risk as low as possible. If you see with the suit on and the weapons I have equipped, I have reached a detection risk of 4. The best you can currently reach is a 3, I believe. It is possible to wear the heavy ballistic vest and get a detection risk of 3, but it requires severe modding on your weapons. The next stat to look at is your speed. It affects how fast you run. Obviously, a suit, you're not wearing much, you can run at quite a good speed. Whereas if you go all the way down to the Iron Man suit as well, I'm just going to refer to it as, you drop down to a speed of 20, which severely hampers your mobility in the game. A lot of people don't use the Iron Man suit for the exact reason that they feel they're too slow to actually get into cover fast enough in a firefight. As you can see though, it's 23, 26, 33, 35, 36, 37. Next stat is dodge. Now dodge is an interesting stat. Dodge is, I believe it's a percentage chance of how likely you are to not get hit with a bullet per se. What will happen is, as you're being shot, you'll hear and see the flash of you getting hit with a bullet, but your armor won't go down anything. That means that you've dodged, quote unquote, the bullet. Dodge is very helpful. If you, in the ghost tree there are skills, let's see, skills in ghost that affect your dodge skill. So for sprinter aced, in the ace version your sprint speed increases 25% and you have a 25% better chance dodging enemy fire while sprinting, which is very handy. I believe tier 4 bonus, tier 3 bonus is your chance to dodge is increased by 10% in the ghost tree. So that is both helpful in increasing your dodge stat. I know a lot of players feel that they need to have a high dodge stat, and on the harder difficulties in firefights they feel that being in a suit and relying on the speed and the dodge stats will make them last longer than wearing the Iron Man suit with an armor value of 170 compared to the 20 of the suit. It's all up to personal taste and playstyle though, so use your better judgment. Steadiness affects your stability. If you have a high steadiness, you will feel less recoil with your guns. So 22, 24, 22 again, 26, 28, 32, 44, so the heavier the armor, the more stable you are. Final stat reflected in your armors is your stamina. Stamina is how long you can sprint for. This is very crucial in getting around. If you run out of stamina, you'll have to wait for it to recharge, well, to regain your stamina. You can sort of sprint and then rest, and then sprint again for a little time if your stamina's not fully recovered, but it's best to not let that happen at all. So stamina, you start off at 45, next armor is 41, back up to 43, 39, 37, 34, and then 30. So from lightest to heaviest, you go down in stamina. So the lightweight ballistic vest. Lightweight ballistic vest is the second most stealth friendly armor, a slightly higher armor rating than the suit. So I have the suit equipped, so this is comparing stats to the lightweight ballistic vest on the side here. So it has a higher armor by a little bit less concealment, roughly the same speed, a little bit less dodge. The steadiness is the same, and a little bit less stamina. As you can see though, with just the 4 concealment points, my detection risk goes up to 10. So it's all that much easier for me to get detected by guards and cameras and the like. But at the same time, if you feel you need that little extra armor in case things go loud, this might be a good choice of armor for you. Otherwise I'm hitting 14 with the ballistic vest, which is more armor, less concealment and all that. So, oh yes, the Iron Man skill. The Iron Man suit is from the Enforcer tree, requires a skill all the way up at tier 6. The basic version unlocks the ability to wear the improved combat tactical vest. So you have to invest heavily into the Enforcer to get there. Personally, I don't like it. I find it's too slow and there's too much of a liability at times to help your teammates, especially if you're trying to transport bags of long distance or something. I know friends who've used it, gone back to wearing suits and lighter armor, tried to use it again and just felt that it was painful, really. They had a hard time with it. Otherwise though, that's pretty much everything on armor. Any questions, feel free to ask away. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Keep those helmets popping.